The VBL is one of the last examples of a fading weapon system in modern armies, the Scout Car. Named after the French initials Véhicule blindé léger, meaning light armored vehicle, it has successfully served in numerous operations worldwide since the 1990s. As the weapon detective, we're now investigating the VBL and the current state of the Western military industry in the light of it in this new era, which we refer as the Second Cold War. The VBL has been one of the most successful French armored vehicles in the last 30 years, both commercially and operationally. It is now time for it to be replaced by a more sophisticated, state-of-the-art, and naturally much more expensive successor, which raises the question, what will be the benefits and drawbacks of such a transformation? To find better answers to this question, let's first look at the history and features of the VBL. The French army launched a tender in 1978 to acquire a wheeled armored vehicle to supplement the AMX-10 RCs and replace the Hotchkiss M201 Jeeps. It was to have a combat weight of less than 3.5 tons and be capable of reconnaissance and anti-tank roles. After reviewing proposals from 5 companies, contracts were awarded to Panhard and Renault to design and build 3 vehicles each, scheduled for delivery to the French army for trials in 1983. Interestingly, before France, Mexico became the first customer of the vehicle in 1984. The name of the export variant was the Ultrave M11. A year later, Paris also selected the VBL by Panhard, now known as AQ. Between June and October 1988, the company delivered 15 pre-production vehicles to the French army for extensive trials. Nonetheless, the French UN forces in Lebanon had already operated 3 VBLs since 1985. Panhard produced 2,600 vehicles until 2010. The French vehicles are equipped with a combat management system that displays tactical information on a digital map and offers network-centric warfare capabilities. The commander and driver sit at the front of the crew cabin, behind the engine compartment. They have large front and side windows that offer a wide field of view. All of these windows are bulletproof, with thickness ranging from 13.5 to 49 mm. In the export variants, a small bulletproof window is positioned in the upper left of the driver's rear and the upper right of the commander's rear, allowing observation to the rear. An air conditioning system, a passive night driving periscope, a heater, and power-assisted steering are optional. The hull is made of all-welded THD steel with thicknesses ranging from 5 to 11 mm. The upper sides of the rear crew compartment slope inward. It's resistant to 7.62 mm NATO standard rounds at a distance of 30 meters. The belly armor protects the crew from hand grenades and anti-personnel mine explosions. The CBRN filter is standard on French army vehicles, but optional for export versions. Without it, the vehicle's combat weight drops to 3.35 tons. Wherever possible, standard and proven commercial components have been incorporated into the design. The Peugeot XD3T diesel engine is identical to those used in the Peugeot 505, Peugeot 605, and Talbot Tarora cars, as well as the Army's Peugeot P4 light vehicle. The VBL ZF automatic transmission is also present in many European cars. With a turning radius of 5.77 meters, the vehicle features a central tire inflation system to enhance off-road mobility. It can ford to a depth of 0.9 meters and with a 2-minute preparation gains amphibious capabilities. The vehicle is air transportable by C-130 or C-160 cargo aircraft and can also be underslung by medium-sized helicopters such as Cougar. It is also paradroppable. Benin, Botswana, Cameroon, Djibouti, France, Gabon, Greece, Indonesia, Kuwait, Mexico, Niger, Nigeria, Oman, Portugal, Qatar, Rwanda, and Togo are operators. During the Bosnian War, the Army of Republika Srpska captured and employed some VBLs, which later served in the Serbian Gendarmerie. Depending on the mission-based variant, the VBL has a crew of either 2 or 3 people. It has a length of 3.7 meters, a width of 2.02 meters, and a height of 1.7 meters. Its combat weight is 3.59 tons. The 105 horsepower Peugeot XD 3D turbo diesel engine provides a road speed of 95 km per hour. The VBL's range is 600 km. As an amphibious vehicle, it can achieve a water speed of 5.4 km per hour and can negotiate 0.5 meter vertical steps and trenches. The standard production VBL has a wheelbase of 2.45 meters, while its stretch version features a 2.7 meter wheelbase. The combat version of the French army, equipped with the Milon anti-tank missile launcher, has a crew of 3, a commander, a driver, and a weapon operator. It is also armed with a 7.62mm machine gun mounted over the commander's hatch and carries 6 missiles. The reconnaissance version, on the other hand, has a crew of 2, consisting of a commander/radio operator and a driver. It can be fitted upon request with either a 7.62mm or 12.7mm machine gun or a 40mm automatic grenade launcher. Additionally, this variant features 2 radios that either crew member can operate, 2 5.56mm assault rifles, 6 hand grenades, and an LRAC F1 anti-tank launcher with 12 rockets. The latter can be replaced with the Apila recoilless gun or Eric's anti-tank missile. The VB2LPC is a command version featuring a long wheelbase accommodating a crew of 4 and armed with a 7.62mm machine gun. Kuwait also operates a multi-sensor surveillance variant. In 2017, France signed a contract with AQ to upgrade 610 VBLs to a new standard known as VBL Ultima. This upgraded version features a 135 horsepower PSA DW10F diesel engine, ABS brakes, enhanced suspension, and a new communication system, collectively increasing the combat weight to 4 tons. By May 2025, AQ had delivered 349 vehicles, with plans to raise the total to 800. Currently, Greece is also negotiating to upgrade its 240 VBLs to this standard. The export version of the VBL Ultima is the VBL Mark III, introduced in 2023. It can be fitted with an Orne remote control weapon station, which combines a machine gun and an Acheron MP anti-tank missile launcher. Several VBL variants remain non-serial, including an armored personnel carrier, anti-tank vehicles equipped with OT 9M133 Carnier or Ingve missiles, a communication vehicle, a radar vehicle featuring the Razit battlefield surveillance system, an electronic warfare vehicle, an ammunition carrier, an internal security vehicle, and a variant with the E6 2A1 turret armed with a 20mm cannon. The Astes VBL was developed for the Russian border guard but was not selected. This variant is fitted with a 129 horsepower Steyr M14 engine and a Mercedes-Benz W5 AS80 automatic transmission. Oman operates the air defense variant with the Albi manually operated twin-tube missile turret. This country, along with Kuwait, also employs the anti-tank version equipped with the BGM-71 TOW system. Gabon operates a VBL variant equipped with an air defense surveillance radar system for its ERC Cuirass self-propelled anti-aircraft gun systems. The VBL has participated in all French military operations since the day one. It earned the nickname Sarajevo Taxi for transporting the top-ranking commanders of UN forces during the siege of Sarajevo. During Operation Licorne in Côte d'Ivoire, together with ERC-90s, VBLs took part in numerous skirmishes and successfully repelled many rebel attacks. They played a vital role in removing Laurent Gbagbo from power in April 2011. In Afghanistan, the VBLs were used to protect Kabul airport and logistics convoys. During Operation Serval and Operation Barkhane in Mali, the vehicle was present again. However, the VBL was not designed to withstand powerful improvised explosive devices, which led to failures in protecting its crew from such threats on multiple occasions. It has also participated in numerous conflicts across Africa, including those in Cameroon, the Central African Republic, Chad, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Djibouti, Nigeria, and Rwanda. Greece and Portugal have deployed their VBLs in NATO operations in Afghanistan and the Balkans. Furthermore, Mexican VBLs engaged with the Zapatista Army of National Liberation during the Chiapas conflict. The VBL is simply an old-fashioned armored car. Aside from its digital battle management system, added later, the vehicle lacks any fancy advanced technology. Thanks to its easy-to-operate design and low cost, hallmarks of Panav, the VBL has become a preferred choice for many countries, particularly in Africa. Since the end of the First Cold War, neoliberalism has established its global dominance. This economic ideology holds that if a company is inefficient, it should cease operations, prioritizing efficiency over profitability. For instance, a company might make a 5% profit, which could be deemed low in terms of efficiency, leading to suggestions to close it down and shift to the finance economy instead. The happiness of the shareholder is considered more important than national security requirements. This perspective has contributed to deindustrialization and significant corporate mergers in the West over the past 30 years. As a result, France no longer has a company like Panav capable of producing and selling affordable vehicles to Africa while generating only a few million euros in profit. Panav is now a part of AQ, which focuses on multi-billion euro projects for the French army. As these projects no longer involve large-scale production like they did before, deindustrialization in France has accelerated, causing economic issues. However, nature abhors a vacuum. Many nations still require affordable and easy-to-operate solutions. Although another founding member of the AQ, the former ACMAT, still has a considerable share of the market, France cannot sufficiently fill this gap. New players have emerged: China and Turkey. Although Turkey faces its own severe economic challenges, its defense companies have seen their share of the market grow over the past 30 years. Meanwhile, China has been the real winner. The Red Dragon initially produced only low-quality copies. However, today, this country has started to compete with the West in many sectors and even surpasses it in several. Nearly 6 years ago, when our channel began, we asserted that a new Cold War has arisen, and ignoring your opponent has never been wise. Currently, the primary concern in all Western capitals is China's increasing economic and military power, along with Russian aggression. While France cannot supply new, easy-to-operate and affordable vehicles, China can. Therefore, the money flows to East Asia instead of Europe. The thriving economy allows new Chinese investment in Africa, whereas Paris can no longer allocate funds to areas where it was the dominant power for centuries. All defense system acquisition programs are also political. The country supplying weapons further extends its influence over its clients. When China sells a new armored vehicle to an African country, Beijing becomes an integral part of this nation's security and, of course, profits financially. Then it extends its influence even more by reinvesting this money in new ventures across the continent. This lively economy fosters new business opportunities and creates more jobs domestically. In contrast, a Western defense firm is waiting for the right project that will generate a multi-billion euro profit from just a few hundred vehicles. Additionally, due to ridiculously high costs, programs are often cancelled after spending a substantial amount of money. Nevertheless, the company makes a significant profit and then invests it in the financial sector. This model requires less workload, resulting in many skilled workers losing their jobs. The situation in the USA is not great either, just a little better than in Europe. Yes, this was quite different from our previous videos. We analyzed that VBL tells us about the current situation rather than the vehicle's combat value. In a sense, it has turned into a political commentary. However, as Karl von Clausewitz says, war is the continuation of policy with other means. Thanks for watching our video. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell button to be notified of our new videos. Also, you can now click the join button to support our channel. And as always, we would greatly appreciate all of your likes, comments and shares.